Oh yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. Dude, we still have time, right?
Yeah,
I didn't take up.
we still got
All right.
time. I was doing filler.
The bard can play his own theme song.
All we need is Reinhardt. Reinhardt, please. All right, so
Yeah, because we kind of need him to continue the whole argument plot of what we ended on last time.
yes, yes. So yes, you so what happened was Pick and Tivana saw the box ghost. The box ghost flew basically ran away because there was a little tiny fire or flame, whatever. And now tomorrow was like, hey, you know what? Wait a second, coffee. So they went downstairs to get some coffee. And Arnis is downstairs. Good old bartender. So yes, or the part where Tamara kind of like leans against the bar. She kind of like actually Pick and Tivna give me uh a insight or perception, either or.
I think I'm gonna have Jackson help me out.
All right.
Another nat 20. I am seeing everything today.
Oh my god. Oh,
Woke.
oh woke. Oh my god. No, it has not ended. Don't end. Don't end the stream. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Sometimes I'm gonna. It was fine. Oh, uh,
Apologies, I am back.
hello. Oh yeah, sorry. You were okay. So give me an insight or perception on Tamara, really quick.
Good night.
Um,
Me?
yes, yes, please.
13.
13. The stream is broken. What?
I'm
Um,
refreshing it. Oh,
yeah.
yep, this time it's worked.
Borked. Oh my god. Okay.
Yep, you're offline this time.
Mm, it broke. It broke. It broke. It broke. I broke the
Yep.
shit.
Oh,
Nah, it broke itself.
Yeah, it went. Alright. So, I should probably stop streaming. I'm sorry, guys. I have so many difficult, uh, technical difficulties. Stop streaming. Uh, I'm recording though.
Alright.
Cool.
woo.
Woo, I'm sorry. I always wanted to.
The arrival of the bard has caused technical difficulties because of the magnificence.
The bardening.
The Bardenade, oh my god. Yeah. It morphed. Alright, so, what happened so, that's what happened. That's just what's happening at the moment, and, you see Tivna and Pig,
Oh, the stream's back.
oh, stream is back? I'm not even streaming.
Yeah.
I stopped streaming. I started recording though. Um,
Oh, it was playing back. It was doing the playback.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, now it says you're live again.
Whoa, whoa,
Twitch,
whoa.
make up your bloody mind.
I'm in danger.
Okay, it's offline.
Yes.
Twitch
Uh,
was just being goddamn drunk.
sometimes Switch be like that. But yeah,
Go home. Go home, Twitch. You're drunk.
yeah, basically. Um, so yes, Figgy, you see Tivna and Pick go downstairs. Tamara goes downstairs. Um, and stuff. What do you do?
Well, first I need to pop into existence on the map.
Oh, 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 okay. One second. DM shenanigans.
Potato, potato. No, no,
Thank you
no. It was
upstairs,
just
Figgy.
captured by what was it
Mm-hmm.
By
management
the
conflicts or something?
by the Fugla.
Mm-hmm.
No. I was watching a video on YouTube. I sent it to Reiki.
Yes.
Someone made management conflicts or something like that into an enemy
Oh,
to explain
jeez.
that whenever someone doesn't make it to a session, they are simply just they have just ceased to exist for a moment, and all they hear is "never going to give you up." One loop.
That is a terrible
Yeah,
dimension. I hope she's
scheduling.
not listening to this nonsense.
That's a terrible.
Yeah,
Well, Reinhardt is there currently,
schedule.
so
Yes.
Yeah, the monster scheduling conflicts.
Yes.
yeah, scheduling conflicts. That's what it's called.
Yes. Yes.
Currently,
Yes.
Reiki's there. Not Reiki. Reinhardt's there.
Yeah.
Reinhardt.
Yes. Oh my god. And
Just I can't help but imagine in the void of Rick Astley never gonna give you up, just Reinhardt yelling back against it.
I'm hurt. No, I'm hurt. God damn it.
We're making this slowly canon, aren't we?
Make it canon. Anyways, we're gonna make it canon and like. So yeah.
Reinhardt in real life, in the actual game universe, he's just frozen statue. We have to carry him everywhere. Meanwhile, he's just subjected. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you dare. Never gonna run around and desert you for eternity
Oh my
until he
God.
returns.
All right. Are you existing, Vicky?
I am existing here. Let's see if I exist on
Iggy
this
has
map.
returned from the void.
I still don't see my token anywhere.
Oh. Um.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. There it is.
It's just delayed.
No, no.
Oh.
It turns out the upstairs was downstairs and the downstairs was upstairs.
Yes. The confusion. Alright.
Right.
I'll just put Shay and Reinhardt in the GM layer. They're on pause at the moment.
No.
Hmm.
Scheduling conflicts has abducted them. They are in the realm of never gonna give you up.
Basically. Alright, so Figgy sees that Reinhardt just goes and T poses. He T poses, and you see also Shay T posing for some fucking reason. And Clay's like, "The fuck is going on here?" Then he goes back inside. He goes back inside.
That Duke Anthem's signature move.
Oh my god. Clay goes back inside the room. He's like, what the fuck, guys? Goes back inside. Figgy, you see Tivna and Pick go downstairs.
Can Klein put on some clothes while he goes into the room?
Yes, he's putting some clothes in. He's putting some clothes. So yeah.
Well, okay. I don't know exactly what's going on in that room, but it seems that they're probably going to work it out.
Mhm.
However, I sense a disturbance in the force. Not that
Wait,
force.
I'm not copywriting it. But yeah.
I went into Halo.
Oh yeah. Well, the force.
Hey, like, I sense
Anyway.
a disturbance in the force. Halo in place.
Yes. Alright.
That sounds wrong.
I probably should go back to my room, but something is telling me I should stand and watch in case something bad happens.
Mhm.
So, Figgy's just gonna stand outside of the room because he doesn't really know much of what Tivna and Picra are gonna start doing.
Mhm. Alright.
So he does remember that Picra was outside of the inn for like a good bit, but this kind of takes precedence.
Alright.
So in the meantime, he starts, I guess, just
Wait.
pondering about the fact that
Undersign orb.
Did not think that I would end up running into her here. When he says her, he refers to Ash.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how long it's actually been.
Hmm. How long
I
is?
don't I don't have enough digits on my hands to actually tell the time about how long it's been.
Clay just like creaks the door open. You just see his head pop out, but he's closed. He's like he has clothes. He's like, maybe I can help you out with that, you know?
Do not break my hands.
I I won't. I can give you my digits. He says.
Don't break my hands. I won't, but I'll give you my digits.
Don't worry about it, you know?
Right. Um,
I think he's now even more worried.
I am slightly more concerned, but I don't necessarily need actual digits if that makes any sense. I was just doing the speaking out of the brain sort of thing. Speaking out loud. Yeah, that's the word.
Hmm. He nods. He's like, okay, you let me know if you need any help or whatever. I'll help you out.
Trust me, if there's a loud booming or something in the next few minutes, you'll be the first to know.
Hmm. Yes, the booming.
Meanwhile, we're chasing the box ghost. Or at least Tip is.
Yeah. Um. All right. Well, I'm just going to get some more sleep. Don't know what's wrong with Reinhardt and wherever Shay is doing.
Hey, Klein,
Hmm?
now that I think about it, I do have a sort of a question for you.
Hmm?
Um, it may be bothering me to ask, but how many lifetimes have you lived?
Lifetimes? Like,
Lifetimes.
like reincarnation and stuff like that? Or
If you can recall such a thing, then yes. But was more so referring to like, uh, how long have you been in this plane of existence?
oh, he kind of thinks for a bit. As Figgy asked that, can you give me an insight really quick?
Okay.
Figgy, yeah. So, yeah, insight on Klein. Oh, okay. You, you realize, you squint a little bit at Klein, and you kind of like can tell that this dude is older than he appears. Uh, like, and then like, so yeah, so you just see this dwarf of a man, like thinking pensively. It's been a while having someone like ask me that, so pardon me. It's been a while. Like
That's not digits.
that's not enough digits, you know. He says. Uh, well,
That's what I figured.
a while, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, um, how do you deal with that whole thing? You know,
Mm,
not having enough digits to remember things.
usually, when I smash things sometimes, or drink, or just basically take as whatever life it goes. As he says that, can you give me another insight? You don't really like. There's a lot of a lot of meanings to that. Like, there's some undertones to it, but you can't really quite like set your tongue to it. Like add in.
I think I get what you're going with this, but hmm. Well, mayhaps what if you needed to remember something, someone upon how far back are you able to remember?
Eh, Normally, he kind of thinks for a little bit. Well, if I were to be honest with you, um, let's say about 100 years, you know. Um, so if you live long as me, then kind of like you could tell he's trying to like actually give me another insight really quick. Oh,
Okay. Okay.
okay. You could tell that he's trying to I guess hide something, not in hide withhold information from you.
Is this a perhaps a touchy subject for you?
He scratches his head a little bit, looks at you. Kinda, yes. I don't wanna I don't wanna think about my age and how old I am. You know.
Well, you don't have to worry about that too much around me because well, I too have been around a lot longer than some people may have thought.
Raises his eyebrows. I Is it alright if I can ask, or this is also touchy subject with you?
I mean, if it was touchy, I wouldn't have mentioned it.
Hmm. I see. Then perhaps how old are you, or what you appear to be?
I don't have enough digits for that.
Hmm. You're the same boat as me then. Kind of pats Figgy's shoulder. Comrade.
Uh, same boat, different part of or I guess the better way to say it is same river, slightly different boat,
Mm.
but headed in similar directions.
He kind of he gives you the look of the the one SpongeBob me where he's kind of squinting he knows something. He's like, yes, uh-huh. Mm, makes sense, he says. Well, sorta. Right to me.
I have memories of various different times in which I witnessed things that I've been a part of.
Hmm.
Which I mean, it makes sense. It's part of my profession. I am a bard. I record these type of things, and I gallivant and sing and or dance these things across the ages. Mostly just for other people to do it, not so much me. I'm not really much of a performer,
Hmm.
despite the fact of the performance that you see me do.
Hmm.
Uh, but you may have noticed that I don't really. It's just a lot that gets stored up in there that I
Hmm.
have trouble letting go of.
Ah, I see. Precious memories, perhaps? He says.
Precious memories, damned memories, a mixture of the precious and the damned. You know the vibes.
Hmm, yes. Um, he's kind of you know, I also know many stories as well. Throughout the ages. Though I and then kind of he goes over through his things and he just takes out a little tiny box and opens it. Takes out a book and just kind of there's dust on it. It's and just goes and um dusts it and he walks over to Figgy. He's like, you know, I was gonna share this with Tamara, but maybe share it with you as well. He's gonna he's gonna go and give this to you. It's a book. It's basically it's a green leather book with the gold filigree, and then It's it's a hardcover, and on it there's like kind of like intricate like plant drawings on it. And there's also that, and then there's like what's it called, snowy mountains, and what looks like to be about a group like of 6 or 7 like individuals on the front. Um, and on top of like yeah, on the top of the title it says the Legend of Winter's Crest. He, I here I this is a story that I want to share. Wanted to share with Tamara. Maybe you could share with her as well. Um,
Okay. Um, Winter's Crest.
long, long ago, but yes, their story is in here.
I would like to roll a history to see if perhaps, in some form of a previous life or whatever, Figgy may have been at Wintercrest.
Okay. All right. Give me a history.
That's a 19.
All right. Um, you remember a few? Actually, they you weren't okay. You were in this festival. You were in this festival. Um, you were a different tabaxi. Uh, um, though you weren't part of that group. You were part of a different, basically, a bystander, and they basically what happened. They went to the festival. They venerated another uh group called Autumn's Crest, and um you see them every like in the still 7 days. You see them like you saw them like basically take the show on the stage and everything. Sometimes you heard about basically a lot of things happening around them, but like in a funny way. um but yeah, you were a tabaxi, uh, a citizen of the city, and you remember uh, that like kind of like Winter's Crest kind of like was like an op kind of like a little like a rival group to your group, which was the name was uh, actually Autumn's Crest. So
Mhm.
and Clay kind of like looks at you, raises eyebrows, and like crosses his arms. I see the face of recognition. I see, he says.
Very slight, yes. I do remember some little evidence of events that occurred here in Winter's Crest. Although I was part of something completely different at the time,
Mhm.
but I heard enough of the stories to where it can kind of stick to memory a bit from the other citizens and other members,
Mhm.
including the rival members of this whole thing. I believe it was Autumn's Crest, if I'm not mistaken.
Autumn's Crest. Yes. W- one of the groups that was like rival to the Winter's Crest. The book talks about that thing in more detail. Uh, and as he does that, give me one more insight, really quick. Oh, Oh, all right, all right. Um, as you look at Klein, you could tell that this dwarf, this old dwarf guy, he appears to be in his 20s, but like you could, he's way older. He's more wiser, but you could tell that he's not even mortal. At that, like you can like see a little bit of a glow to him, and he kind of like he's like watching your reaction a bit, raises his eyebrows a little bit, and basically just says, "Shh, it's all right."
He's the claws.
Iron lips are sealed.
And he kind of like leans down and be like, you want to know a secret?
Well, since we're in the business of keeping secrets and sharing them, I suppose. Sure, we can do that.
I will. uh, I'm actually the the god of the hearth, like war god. But I'm watching over Tamara. Um,
You know what? That does explain some things now that I think about it. But even then, it doesn't really sound all that surprising.
though Tamara does not know my true identity.
And nor she will she ever.
Mm, mm. Well,
That discussion I leave entirely up to you because it is not my business to go ahead and explain such information.
mm-hmm.
And since you have went ahead and explained this, um, he walks more into Klein's room,
Okay.
closes the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna be upfront with you about this. I don't know exactly how this happened, but Manuel is not exactly the first name that I had.
Raises his eyebrows. I've heard about Manuel. Hear about somewheres.
Well, there is a reason why I always default for everyone just calling me Figgy,
Mm-hmm.
or professionally speaking, Figaro.
Mm-hmm.
But all these memories that I have of years past, they aren't 100% my own.
Ah, collective memory.
You can say that it is a collective expanding memory that extends throughout the eons and whatnot. From at least from what I gather,
I see.
it's for the sole purpose of being a traveling bard that tells the stories of wonderment and heroism and all sorts of wild adventures that brings all joy to like people who are suffering and like children and women alike.
Mm-hmm.
That is, after all, my I guess fate would be the proper term.
That's.
I don't dislike it or anything. It's a thing that you kind of have to get used to after a couple years
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
decades or eons.
I know how that feels like. Nods and like pats Figgy's shoulder like a father figure.
Yeah, that's but I'm not exactly immortal.
Hmm.
It's more like I have an infinite reset button.
Ah, I see.
I can remember each and every single individual time of death that I've had. Some pleasant, some not so pleasant, some downright disgusting,
Mm-hmm.
and some, well, words cannot even begin to understand how that happened
He
or what
nods.
happened.
He nods at that. Yes.
But usually, in certain circumstances, I would normally not see other people that I've known for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
if ever, really. However, if what they see is true about this town,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's some sort of a discrepancy. You may have heard mentioned before of a woman by the name of Ash, correct?
I've heard of it. Yes.
The funny thing is, I was familiar with an Ash in one of my previous lives.
Ah. You mean
Now, gra-
he kind of thinks for a bit?
now, now, granted, she was quite a lot different from what you would expect because she was more like a if he thinks really hard back into his memory banks real quick.
Mm-hmm.
If memory serves, she was more like a person that was locked in a magical void that had a heroic spirit that kind of comes up whenever I needed her to, or just goes around and does her own thing.
Hmm. And do you have a photo of them? They sound familiar.
A photo, no, but I do rummages through his like things and pulls out the big book.
he he sees a book, raises his eyebrows. Your records?
The records.
Mm-hmm.
So he plops it down on whatever countertop or table that is there.
Mm-hmm.
And just for clarification, it's a thick ass book.
It's like poof. So you go on the table and you're like,
Thud.
Struggling
Right.
to carry the side of this book.
You go
basically,
thud on table.
all the table.
Yeah.
Or is it a
Behold, a
box?
grown table weep.
Or is it a box?
It's or the box. Who knows? But yes, you do that.
The book is so big that it has like little tags in the book that actually act as checkpoints. Like, okay, so this happened here, this happened here, this happened here, this happened here, and this happened here.
Yes.
But so much like opening up the book
Mhm.
because there's a lot of pages in this book.
Mhm. Alright.
Let's see no, not that one. Here it is.
Hmm.
He
Got it.
holds onto a tab that says the word H,
H.
which stood for Holy Grail.
Squints. He starts to read it. And like I guess you wrote about Ash and everything and stuff. And did you like draw like their symbol too?
Yep, it's there.
He kind of like thinks for a bit. He's like, wait a darn minute. I know that. Hmm. Yeah, I know that. uh, Looks at Piggy. In their many lifetimes. Well, their original lifetime was a deity, a prime deity that we have here in Varkaril. Uh, the prime deity of fire.
Yep. And let me tell you, she was definitely bringing all sorts of heat.
Hmm. Yes, the prime deity of fire is very. tumultuous. I'm telling you. Uh, like her other sisters. Well, kinda. Except for the Earth state prime deity. But yes, he looks at Piggy. Yes. It is possible that your Ash is the prime deity of fire. Um, so come back to the world, reincarnated as your friend. It's one of my theories.
Well, she certainly kept that part the secret if that's the case.
Either she knows and hides it, or she doesn't remember any of her previous memories, or haven't unlocked the memories yet. So, hmm,
I think it's safe to assume the latter.
hmm.
I just didn't think that I would run into her again.
Mm.
If that is even her. But the description that they gave off was a bit too accurate, except for one major thing.
Raise his eyebrows. Mm. What's the major thing?
Well, the Ash that I knew back then, at least in this time when I was named something else completely, this one was more of a Genasi, I think it was.
Ah, yes, see, yes, Farginasi. Kind of like nods.
This one is well, he points at his face. A lot more than a Genasi, if you catch my drift.
He like nods. He's like, he nods. He has his realization, and
At least that's what's based off the description they tell me. So either it's just someone that shares similarities, or it might actually be her.
we'll see.
But then I suppose we will. However, unfortunately, she's in this They said she was last seen in this town's hospital.
That's, possible. Yes. I mean, we won't know until we go over there. Eventually. Uh, so yes. Kind of nods. Like, so. Anyways, you kind of like, it's time for me to rest.
Right.
Perhaps.
I would leave you to your rest, and I'm glad we had this little meeting of the minds of the old, so to speak.
Mm.
And just as with you, the list remains sealed.
He nods. He's like, thank you.
All right, you go ahead and get some rest. And remember what I said: if you hear a loud boom or something, you know where to find me.
For sure.
Just go, just go into the direction of the boom. We should be. We'll be leaving in the morning. That'll be probably the better time to traverse this weird, creepy town.
He nods. He's like, and then he points himself. I'm called Iron Hammer, but you know, you know me as Klein. Anyways, have a good night.
Rest well then, Klein.
Mhm.
And then he leaves the room.
All right. So you leave a room. You close the door,
Mm-hmm.
and as you close the door, meanwhile, with the kaboom boom. All right. So pick Tivna. What are you guys doing? At somewhere kind of like basically like talks the bartender.
I'd like to know what Tivna's 13. I don't know whether insight or perception, but my net 20 perception would do.
Um. Okay. So 13 and so you you so Tivna sees there's this cat, right? The cat, it's there. It's like laying down, like doing cat things. But Pig can see that the cat has like like kind of like a foggy aura with your eyes.
It's exuding hormone.
Exuding hormone.
It's a stand user.
the the and then like the cat's like kind of like scratching his like head a little bit and then stops and kind of like stares first at Pig, which basically with this intense stare, and then to Tivna, which also with an intense stare. What do you guys say?
Tent.
Intent.
I have no clue what you're talking about. I just know that there's a box ghost around here.
Ah yes. Oh,
Uh,
you also see the box ghost like under the table with other
And it's
boxes.
under the table.
Yes. You like
Go to the cat.
you go to the cat. All right. How about you, Tivna?
I slide across the floor after the box ghost.
He's like, oh. He just goes and like moves out of the way a little bit. You found me,
Yes.
Taggart. He goes under the other table.
Yeah. Can't you just go to a locked room?
No, it's just more fun, he says.
Alright.
Also looks at like a pile of boxes nearby. Yeah, nah, I'm the box ghost.
I chase the box ghost.
Alright, you're chasing the box ghost. Give me
Not even on his foot, just sliding across the floor after it.
okay. Give me acrobatics or athletics.
Let's see. Athletics or acrobatics? I fall flat on my face.
You're like about to slide and you're like,
It happened again.
the box ghost is like, haha, I win. Go to the other table.
I kick off the wall and just slide.
Okay.
No need for acrobatics if I'm sliding, unless I am to stop myself from hitting the wall.
All right. So you slide. You go over there. Do you catch? Do you want to? You catch the box ghost with your? How do you doing this?
Uh, yes.
Yes.
What am I gonna need for that?
Um, give me like a sleight of hand.
A sleight of hand.
Yes. To catch the guy's
Yeah, dang.
overalls. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's basically you're about, but then you like basically you just slips out of your hand. He just moves a little bit. You gotta do better than that, little cobalt dude or person. Sorry, I misgendered you.
One more slide.
All right. Give me another sleight of hand.
I'm just gonna take the cat and leave and let Tivna do that.
All right.
Much better.
There we go. So on this slide you go and grab the over a little bit of the overall of the box ghost. What do you do? He's like, oh god. Ugh!
So, what you doing here?
Um, haunting this place. Boo.
Hmm.
Also, I think I'm kind of stuck here.
Hmm. How? Explain.
Like this, like this whole place, like like this town. I'm stuck here. I can't, I can't go to the plane I'm supposed to be.
Hmm.
I'm stuck here with these boxes and whoever they, whoever you know.
What does this have to do with the Dullahan we met earlier? And by met, I mean I saw.
Oh, you saw that guy? Oh,
In
uh,
great detail.
um. Well, this dude's bad news. He. Well, it's part of this curse, I guess. It's like ghosts can't really basically move on, and we're kind of trapped here. Um. Well, everybody is.
How many ghosts are there?
In his tavern or in the whole.
In the tavern first. Let's start small.
There's like 6 ghosts in here.
Hmm.
Yeah, 6.
Hmm.
So they're a little bit more shyer than me. Uh, oh, there's one over there now. Goes and points over to this hair right here. Oh, hey, Steve. Oh no. Oh, yeah, Steve left. Bye, Steve.
Fuck off! I'm busy.
Too much noises.
Well, I just rolled a perception.
Oh, alright. You see Steve. You see Steve. Steve is basically he's not he's not wearing a shirt, but he's like with pants and no shoes, and he looks like basically part of his head is kind of lobbed off with like a kind of like a mining axe.
Is Steve aware of the no shirt, no shoes, no service rule?
No. He's like, no, bro. No. Oh, so you asking the box ghost?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Um, and he's like, nah, I don't think he knows about the policy. He just do whatever he wants.
Hmm.
You see Steve kind of go and just disappear for a bit. And that'll be
Hmm.
sometimes. So yes, anything else you wanna know about the ghosts? I mean,
Any of you know why you're stuck?
I think just about 3 of us out of the 6 here that we know why we can't really move on. It's that curse. Some sort of weird magic going through. I don't know. I'm just I just want to go out of the world and just basically haunt everyone else in a friendly manner, you know. Box goes. Ooh.
Hmm.
Memoirs of an angry dwarf.
What?
No, memoirs of an angry dwarf. I just saw the chat just now.
There for a while now.
Sorry, I didn't see it. Um. So yes. The box ghost is like, well, my a lot of people call me the box ghost, but in reality, my name is Carl.
Hmm. Out of character, I'm seeing if the so I was watching a YouTube thing, and their wild mage
Mhm.
accidentally created an area of dead magic
Oh.
that did release a Tarask,
Oh.
but I'm curious what an area of dead magic would do here, but I see that's one of their homebrewed rules.
Yeah.
That is sad
Oh.
because that would have been hilarious. You imagine just the Dylan just chilling out in his castle, like, yeah, this is gonna be a normal day. Suddenly, his head falls off and won't and just stays off. So he can't pick it up or anything. He just suddenly slumps over because magic has died.
Basically, yeah. That'd be hilarious. Um.
Just like, yes, drinking some tea. Shloomp.
Yes.
Dang it, who turned off the magic?
Ah! And it's in the box goes is like, you know what's so interesting now? He says with Tivna.
Hmm? What?
Well, you know, there's this like weird cult in a chapel like nearby also that's basically in charge of most of the city. And
Mm,
and like a lot of people like venerate them in a way. It's weird.
Cult of the Blam?
Call them the lamb.
No,
No.
Cult of the Blam.
Go the lamb. No, it's a cult of the blood dragons actually. That's what they're called.
Mm,
But like their alternative name is the Bloodhawks, or that's their off branch.
mm.
It's like,
And what does this cult do in their spare time?
well, I've heard they're basically preparing to try to resurrect some sort of like a dark deity.
Mm,
Yeah. I tried going into that just to see what's up, and basically I could not enter in that
are
space.
good. Are ghosts able to carry just about anything?
Um, yeah, I would say it.
Hmm. Well,
Hmm.
I wonder what would happen if their church has had a sudden appearance from Cult of the Blam.
um, who knows?
Like,
Uh,
for instance, if a bunch of ghosts decided to take some of this here explosives
oh.
and plant them all over the building,
Hmm.
you could just say it was a spectral phenomenon.
You know what? Tifna, get an inspiration point.
Really?
I'm
Yes.
sorry, did we just plan a bomb strike on a cult?
Yes.
No, I
Maybe.
did.
Bro, what is happening?
Okay, how do I give myself a point of inspiration and what can I do with it?
Um, point of inspiration, you can reroll a d20, anytime you
Hmm?
want, and any like attack roll or any other roll of your choosing.
Also, I'm sorry, but at what point did this stray from our norm?
Norm.
Yeah, our normal. As in, like, the, the last major D&D I was a part of,
Mhm.
we had conspired a fake exorcism to basically blow up a train.
Yes.
It's just not our normal.
Maybe. It depends. We'll see. um, but yes, the box is like, well, I mean, we could do that, but like, you know, if you want, I mean, like,
Have any ghosts gotten inside of the building?
not really.
Have any gone under it?
Hmm. Not thought
That's a
about
bit
that.
giving it a try.
Hmm. Oh, we'll give it a try. Maybe Steve. Hey, Steve. You see Steve like up here?
Especially since if this is a cult base, They probably have something down there,
Hmm.
and I'd like to mess with it.
Oh. Oh. Okay. When the DM is like,
Oh, and if there's any magic artifacts, that would be great.
Mm-hmm. Tamara kind of like swivels in her chair, drinking kind of like her coffee. She's like, "You said artifacts?
Well, who knows? It's a cult. They could have anything.
Cult? Yeah, freaky things.
You never know. What's freaky to one person is entirely acceptable and weaponizable by another.
And she ponders that. Hmm. Then they coffee sip.
Exactly. Why exactly do we have to weaponize it? Can't we just, let nature be, live and let be, let things be, fairly
Clearly,
normal?
nature's
We don't
not
need to.
running its normal course now, is it?
Doesn't mean we have to weaponize things. Fucking Christ. There are multiple of options before we jump to that train.
Well, we need to know how something works first. If it can be of use, then why not use it?
The cat's like the cat. You hear the cat just meow. Meow.
See, the cat gets it.
You don't know what the cat is saying.
Yo.
Are you sure about that? Do I roll to know what the cat is saying?
Intelligence. I guess. Intelligence.
I'm the ranger here. I should be able. I should have taken speak with animals. I don't have that yet.
I'm gonna roll that. I failed it,
I
but
feel
can
like-
I roll deception?
Yes.
I guess I have to
Meow
roll
meow meow
insight.
meow. Oh my god.
Me and Jackson are both trying to insight the shit out of that.
Yes.
Ah, just by 1 point.
Bro. You guys are having fun yet? Oh my god. Why? Okay. Alright.
Perchance does the
I
little
whisper to the
does the-
ghost to ask if it knows what the cat is saying, just so I don't look stupid later.
The box ghost is like, the Carl is like, he's like, it's saying pet me.
Yes, everyone should pet the cat. What you waiting for?
Meow. It's insisting now.
what? I mean, I guess that's
You're
just a
the one
normal
holding
thing.
the cat,
Yeah.
so pet it.
I don't like your tone, alright? I do
I don't
what I
like your
want, and your
tone.
aggression is unnecessary.
Tamara's like, you guys, it's too damn early to argue.
Well, I'm sorry, the cat's insisting.
Ah.
And the fun thing is, none of them know if I'm saying the truth or not.
Tamara's. Oh my god.
I'll pull out the fey creature in my bag and just go ahead and ask it. What? I don't know. They're kind of convincing, but you're fey, you're a forest creature. Do you speak with animals? I didn't prepare it.
I
Prepared
can
spell.
speak with animals.
Yeah, I'm saying all of this in Sylvan, so unless you guys speak Sylvan, because I don't think it speaks common, because like I had to learn Sylvan just to speak with it.
So they start making cat noises. Meow 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 meow.
It wants to be pet.
And the cat responds with their meows.
See?
And then the bear's like, no, it's just hungry.
I just give it some fish from my rations.
Carl's like, sorry, I'm new to cat speak. I mistranslated. I'm so sorry. It says Carl. Carl.
So good. Carl,
Meow,
why did you kill him?
Oh my god. Steve. Alright.
He should have been Paul.
How?
Carl. Actually, there is a Paul somewhere.
Yeah,
Ah,
Paul
yeah,
and
killing
Carl,
people.
but Carl is the one that actually kills people.
Mm.
Killing is
So-
my least favorite thing to do.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
You see, I had the Rumblies. The Rumblies' only hands could satisfy.
Oh my god. Yes. We're referring more YouTube stuff. Okay. Alright then.
What's wrong with YouTube stuff?
It's great. It's great, guys. So, alright. Figgy, what do you do? What would you like to do?
Well, this is going to get a lot tiresome. If I'm going to keep watching this door, I might need to grab myself a refreshment.
Mm-hmm.
Figgy proceeds to go downstairs towards direction of the bar and
Alright.
try to grab himself a beverage.
Mm-hmm.
Nice old-fashioned bev.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to instruct the many ghosts to go under the church and see if there's anything hiding below.
Give me a persuasion check with the rest of the ghosts. Give me like 3 persuasion checks.
First one,
They can only move half their movement speed through the floor.
second one, and third one. God loves a +9 persuasion.
Um, so the girls kind of like slowly, not like a little bit slow. They're like, we could try, yeah. And then they like kind of like they go and like go into the door and
Because if you fail this, there's going to be a whole lot more of you. And if you guys cannot face through each other, then imagine how crowded it's going to be.
Oh god, the crowd. One of us says, "Oh god, the crowd. Oh no, I am claustrophobic." Or
Did you just
This
threaten
is
to
in your
kill
best
people?
interest too.
Did you just threaten to kill a bunch of people if they fail?
No. The cult's going to do that regardless. If they succeed, we might know where they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know what the cult wants aside from raising something.
In a town like this, it could be a lot of bad things, and it could be a lot of things that will kill people.
We don't even know how reliable that information is. This ghost just lied to you about what this cat just said.
Well, that's why they're going in to explore it. If this is a lie, then there might not be an underground base.
You are jumping to a hell of a lot of conclusions here, little kobold.
Do not question the person who has 12 pounds of explosives.
Tomorrow's like, you know
Yeah,
what?
on your back.
Bold
That's
words for
not a good
someone's
place.
bold words for someone in explosives range.
And he just hears Tamar just respond to that. You hear this commotion going through, and then you just hear Tamar say, "You know, I have a flamethrower. You know that, right? I'm the one with the flamethrower. I'm your leader. Goddammit."
I've only
Yes.
been down here for a few seconds and I'm hearing about explosions and flames. What the hell are you
Yeah.
guys talking about?
Good morning,
Someone gave me
Figgy.
10 pounds of explosives, and that someone may not be my other selves.
You just see Arna's pale face, kind of like when you talk about explosive and like fire. Like, oh god, are you gonna do that? Tara's like, don't worry about it. There's just.
No, I'm just messing around. Or am I? Yes, I am.
How about let's not at least wait until I get my drink. Hey, can I get a drink, please?
Arna's just
Yeah,
like, of course.
Needed. Yeah,
drink
I don't need
what?
Oh god. Yeah, I don't need a second building blowing up in front of my face again.
I wasn't even there for the first one.
No, you aren't. A lot of people. I tried to disarm a bomb. It did not go particularly great, but I survived it. It was actually kind of easy to survive. It was a shame that I couldn't disarm it.
How did you survive if you failed to disarm it?
We have ways.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
It's best not to question it. It was a while back.
It was. I still think not enough time has passed for a second time for that to happen. So like, I'm really not into your whole plan of blowing up a building.
What's it
Fair.
about blowing up a building?
Anyone got a solid metal pipe? Just a tube. A solid metal tube.
Orange is like, I mean, Tamara's like, I think I have like a few in my backpack.
Why?
Yeah, why? Tamara just says.
Because I want a metal tube.
Why though?
Science.
It's science. Tamara can like squint so you can give me a persuasion really quick.
14.
Alright. She's like, fine, you can have the pipe, just don't use it for anything like explosives or anything like that, please.
Please define that sentence.
I mean,
The other cell, the green one is curious.
the green one is curious.
If the pipe is a part of or causes an explosion, we don't want that.
Okay, I can confirm that it's not going to be used as part of an explosion.
That is one half of what I just said.
God damn it, you guys. Oh, this is great. This could have been great with the Twitch stream, but like I'm pre-recording this. I don't mind.
Ow, my head. Ooh.
Oof.
That is what laughter does to me.
Yikes.
Are you
And now,
You mentioned something about that green one before?
Oh, yes.
green one?
The only other green person I've seen here is Pick. Were you referring to him, or is there another green person I'm not aware of?
Oh, the green one in my head.
What?
Oh, yeah, there's a blue one, too.
Chirp, chirp, motherfucker. What was this in your head? I meant. Chirp, chirp. What? Apparently there's a red one.
Oh,
A red
I thought
one.
I was.
A red one, a blue one, and the green one.
Yes, and I thought I was the red one.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I meant what they call a yellow one.
Wait, there's a yellow one now?
Yes, it just pops in your head like. Stretch
Oh,
go.
okay, it's correction. I can correct it. There is now a yellow one, and it wants a trench coat as well.
Stretch go. Also, it's basically in your intrinsic thought. Stretch go. Potato.
And potatoes. It demands these things.
One,
We
you have.
tomorrow.
What's up?
So how much can we trust them with anything?
What harm can I do with a tube?
Literally.
They could catapult. They do catapult if they have spell catapult.
Oh god, that's what we're all right.
How big of a tube is this actually?
Also, just Tivna, what do you want the two for?
Fun.
Fun.
Yeah, that doesn't really bode well to us actually trusting your actions at this point in time.
My actions or my words? Because
Actions
my
speak
actions
louder than
have
words.
yet to explode anyone. In fact, I saved your butts.
You mean back when we were on the wagon?
Ah, yes. I blew some guys up.
Tamara kind of slowly like stands up a bit. Slowly walks over to Tivna. Goes in front of them, and just leans down, like whispers in the ear. If you screw this up, well, there's gonna be consequences, all right? And then hands the
What
pipe.
up? It's just a tube. Oh, thank you.
I trust you with this tube, okay?
No.
All right, thank you for your time. I'm going back to my coffee.
I stick my arm into the tube.
Oh god. Oh gods.
Well, to answer your question, I'm not sure if we can actually trust them, but at the same time, don't really think we have much of a choice. But that's just about the point. Hey, Pikra,
Yeah.
are you okay?
Well, I witnessed a vampire get murdered. A weird muscular guy with a big sword. That was a whole ordeal to watch out for. Just a bit of hiding and stuff. Because muscular guy with a sword and a giant triangle for a head is kind of not something you just face directly.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, I don't
Sounds
know
like
what
fire would
happened.
be a good way to solve that problem.
It sounds like distance is probably better.
Fire and distance. The combination of both.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with both.
Where did you say you find this?
Some sort of insane asylum, is what it looked like. Just
And you're
pulls
the
out
one
the
who was
map
there.
for Figgy. Just pulls out the map for Figgy.
Oh.
Yeah, I followed some vampire guy, because I wanted to just talk to him. Did not go well, because again, pyramid guy murdered him.
Pyramid guy.
You're calling it Pyramid Guy?
Call it
Pyramid